Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal, Street Jesus, UFC 272. Former roommates, former best friends, now turned bitter enemies. Is it possible that they're faking and they just want to make more money and pay-per-view buys? Hulk Hogan, King Kong Bundy, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the Iron Sheik. I remember back to these guys. Were they really feuding? Or if you pulled back the curtain, would they be smoking joints and laughing it up? Is Vince McMahon a real newscaster? Does Jorge Masvidal, Street Jesus, does he really have permission from the Pope to baptize people? Or does he just want to knock fools the fuck out? Possums and opossums. What's the difference between them? Are they just one animal who are faking it to pretend to be two, just to gain publicity? All this and more, we're going to find out. We're going to run some professional thought experiments. I'm Chris from Equity Sports Analytics. Let's get into this. First fight, we got 3 best bets for you for this weekend. We went 3-1 last time. We won you a bunch of units with our video. We went 3-1 the video before. We're going to make you more units this weekend. Greg Hardy versus Sergey Spivak. This is our first play. We're going to take Greg Hardy inside the distance. He's at 3.6 at Bet365. We're betting 1.5 units to win 3.9. This is a big play. You have implied odds of 28% implied odds, so Hardy just needs to win inside the distance 28% of the time. We think he's going to win 45% of the time inside the distance. We think there's huge positive EV. There's a bunch of factors here. Hardy weighed in, so we have the benefit of seeing the weigh-ins. This is after the weigh-ins, around 4 o'clock on Friday. He's going to be 40 pounds bigger than Spivak, so he weighed in at 266. Spivak weighed in at 243, but we know that Hardy cut weight to get to 266. He's probably going to be more like 280, 285 tomorrow night on fight night. He's an NFL linebacker, former NFL linebacker, so one of the give and takes of weighing more. Stipe was always less than his opponents at heavyweight, but people said he had the speed advantage. Well, this is not going to be the case for Spivak. Spivak's going to be 40 pounds lighter, and there's no way in the world that he's going to be faster and more agile than a former NFL linebacker. So Hardy has the weight advantage against a wrestler. Spivak's also a wrestler, so I'd like to see a wrestler. I'll pay 1.5 units to see a wrestler take down a guy who's 40 pounds heavier, who's more athletic. We just think Hardy's a steal here at inside the distance. Next, we have our parlay of the week. We have Umar Nurmagomedov and Kevin Holland. You can parlay these guys together to get 1.57. We are laying the wood here, almost 4 units to win 2 units. These two are the safest guys on the card. The books are wincing when pros hit these numbers, and so we see these two guys as the two that are parlayed together and the books are most scared of. Third, last but not least, we have another parlay, 2 parlays here for you this weekend. We got Colby Covington. A lot of people are on Masvidal, and if you run the thought experiment here, there's no reason why Covington isn't value here. He's a 3-1 favorite. He probably should be more. If it was Usman against Masvidal, he would be more, and a lot of people think Covington beat Usman. So if you're doing MMA math, which you shouldn't necessarily, but Covington is basically the same as Usman, he should roll here, unless Jorge Masvidal gets that one-shot KO, the big flying knee. But usually these miracles don't happen. Masvidal's 36 or 37, I believe. He's getting old for welterweight. Covington's going to roll. And then we're going to parlay that with Spivak and Hardy does not go the distance. So you're getting a 1.3 on Covington, and you're getting Spivak Hardy. Fight doesn't go the distance as your second leg to the parlay at 1.40. You're going to get 1.82 odds at William Hill. Take that. We're laying 1.83 to win 1.5 units. And that's your 3 plays. Last but not least, people who have stuck around here for the video, we have the opossum. We have the Virginia opossum, which is native to North America. That's the guy with the white snout there. And they're usually about 3 times bigger than possums. Possums are native to Australia, and possums weigh around 5 pounds, 5 to 7 pounds when they're full adults. The Virginia Opossum on the left weighs between 12 and 15 pounds. We're much bigger. They're kind of like raccoons. You might see them at night in your backyard if you're in North America. The possum is much smaller, and that brown furry creature. So in fact, I'm not sure if they're faking it or not, but I believe they are two separate animals. Sometimes they're used incorrectly, interchangeably. You say possum and an opossum, and people confuse the two. But make no mistake, the opossum is from North America, and he's got the white snout, and the possum is from Australia, and he's brown. Otherwise, keep those parlays to 2. Don't parlay 3 or more. That's negative EV. And always remember that friends don't let friends gamble without math. Good luck this weekend. We'll see you next week for UFC Vegas 50.